My name is Mik Ogniokrwisty, and today I'll be blaspheming against a little game called the New Testament. Let's not lie to ourselves, Bible games aren't really, that good. Okay, maybe that's just a broad, unfair generalization about a genre, but from what I've seen around the internet, it's kinda difficult to make a Bible game all that compelling. And if you know some good Christian games, cool, post a comment down below and let's see what works. But the New Testament doesn't. It's not exactly god-awful. I mean, the engine looks stable, the assets are original from what I can tell, and there's working dialogue, and that actually has an effect. So there's risk to it, but it's just so boring! I couldn't play an hour of this thing, so I'll be using footage from Jaru in my review to cover the topics I couldn't get to myself. Oh, and by the way, thanks for letting me use those clips. I really like your playthrough starring Holy Nipples. Shame this series is complete now and I can't ask you to plug my video in it. Oh well, I guess I'll have to stand on my own merit. And to be fair, the New Testament, or TIT, does have some interesting mechanics. You get a selection of superpowers that you unlock as you progress through the game, and you need to keep your character sane or they're gonna start attacking people, so at least there's a matter of taking care of yourself. That said, while the New Testament's gameplay seriously lacks anything interesting, that's fine. I mean, the game is supposed to focus on the story, and it actually handles itself pretty well, at least as an adaptation. Sure, the dialogue may come off forced and awkward early on, especially since your character keeps flopping between a snide asshole and a clever, compassionate man. I'm not sure why, but it might have something to do with the fact that every line of the story is basically molded Bible verses. And while I get what they're doing here, I think the dialogue really didn't get much out of it. But there's one pretty big upside that comes from this. Do you know the tale of the widow who donated a coin to the poor? Or the tale of the woman who was about to be stoned right before Jesus interjected and said the famous line, "He who is without sin may cast the first stone." I'm paraphrasing, okay? The New Testament rewrites those stories and centers them around you. You're the person getting all the scrutiny from the weak-minded mob, and you're the person who just stops to defend, making the morals and messages of these stories so much more powerful, since they are no longer happening to someone random, you have no idea if they even existed, but instead you experience them firsthand. Well, as firsthand as a video game can let you. And even though I'm agnostic myself, I recognize the power of the message the New Testament Jesus was spreading. But what really caught me off guard is this scene. Boom! The game stripped everything down to vectors or wireframes or whatever you call this. When I first saw this, I was like, oh my god, that's a brilliant metaphor for life. In the game, everything is just data when you boil it down, and likewise in real life, everything boils down to just subatomic particles, pulling, pushing, fusing, splitting. This is what drives all life in the universe when you boil it down. I was amazed. And even if you're religious, the metaphors still work, except that data here is a metaphor for God. He's the one who created us, the world and everything, and when you boil everything down to it, everything has a bit of God in it. That was the single thing that stood out to me the most, and this is what made the game memorable for me. I can't exactly recommend playing it because of how boring it was, but I'm glad I was able to say something positive about it.